Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and it's exciting times always after a new arc started, and we still have a lot of new stuff to talk about, and today we will talk about one of the new officers. Of course, it's a preview once again because those officers are new and most people won't have them yet, and I will include them later again in my A to Z officer series after I could test them. But it's still good to know what the new officers will bring. In this case, it's a rare officer. We have to talk about Toli. We have to look at the standard stuff. He's class engineering, which means you need engineering badges to upgrade him. He's from the group Symbiosis, which means he can give synergy to a captain of that group if he's on the bridge as well. And he's from no faction. Usually that would mean independent credits, but since Mirror Universe, I don't trust them. So I will tell you later when I include him once again in the A to Z officers series. Those officers and this whole arc is something built in the multiverse that Scopely invented. So nobody, I guess, will know these officers we have here. And so it's even more important that there is an info text about every officer in the info box, and so you might want to have a look into this one as well. As you already could hear, he does not have a captain maneuver. It just says a chain of command, but he does have an officer ability and below deck ability, and in this case the officer ability is the looking glass. He decreases all Armada and invading entities base mitigation stats by 100%, and that will be 1100% at rank 5 of total officer defense every round, and that's cumulative. So first of all, it's very nice that we finally have something against Armadas that hasn't been there for quite some time. Armadas were often excluded from abilities, and it also includes the invading entities. I guess Chimeras are meant there as well, and it's cumulative. That is nice, and it's decreasing something of the Armada, and most officers increase something on your ship, and that's why I always say that I do like officers that have the ability to decrease something on the enemy. So that sounds like quite a nice ability to have. And then his below deck ability is too hot to handle. He increases base warp speed by 100%, and that will be 1500% at rank 5, and that's quite a lot. If you look at all the researchers that increase warp speed, or if you look at Miles O'Brien, then 1500% here in the end is quite a lot. But that will depend on how can you source him. And that's what we'll talk about in a second, because that's for many rare officers quite an issue. In this case, I know that he will have 2 abilities for away team assignments, but the traits you can only see once you have the officer, so we will have to talk about that part in the video when I later include him in the A to Z officer series. But I was talking about the sourcing already, and at the moment I do have a few shards of him already from missions, and I guess a little from the Battle Pass already, but the Battle Pass is mainly where you can source them at the moment, in the free and in the elite section. So that's 6 possible shards you can get, and there's another 6, so it's 12, and there's another 6, that's 18, but he needs 38, so you're 20 shards short after the Battle Pass. That will not be enough. And there's only one other thing I saw where you can get some, and that's the Recruit Gabriel Lorca Heroic one, where you get 1 more shard. So the only way to source him at the moment, because there's no in-game sourcing, will probably be a way of buying him in the shop. I haven't even looked if he is there, because I don't buy officers in the shop. But there's some Star Trek Day specials at the moment. But haven't looked if they are the officers somewhere in here. Yeah, at the moment I don't even see him. I don't know if he was there earlier, but in this case I haven't seen him here yet, but that might be the only way of sourcing him, because I haven't seen any events or so for Toli. With The Epic Officer is something different. There are 3 Saturday recruit events. We are, when I'm filming this, right in the first one at the moment. So the Epic one will not be the problem, but I went here again. Dayash Tolra I might get via the recruit events. I've got 42 shards of her already. But if you look at the rare officers there that I don't have, that's all rare officers from recent arcs. And I always had the issue of collecting enough shards for the rare ones, because as I said, I don't buy officers, and so those are mainly the ones I still don't have. Besides Naga Delvos, but there we will have to see how this tournament stuff develops, and DeMarco, but DeMarco was a second epic officer. There was one epic officer with Nesmith that you could source, so this month will be the same. I will be able to get the epic one, but not the rare one, I guess. I've got 12 of the 38 shards at the moment, and I don't think that I will get him. But we will see if they include those officers from recent events then into the game at some point. That usually happens, but it hasn't happened yet for either of them. Nevertheless, if you... the video will stay online, so if you saw the chance to buy him in the shop, and if you did, let us know how satisfied you are with your officer that you got, and if you saw that you might want to tell others that it's the possible some do buy officers, so they would like to know, I guess. And if you want to see another video, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.